Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am so excited that you decided to join me here today for another speed build. And I am extremely excited because this is in the new world of Sequoia that just shipped with the brand new expansion pack growing together. And I am so amped to share this build with you. Now, this is the very first build that I did with this pack. The second the EA app allowed me in and to download this pack, because let me tell you, that app has given me one heck of a headache over the past couple of days. Like with the infant update on the 14th and then the pack coming out, it has just been, it has given me a headache. But I, of course, got the pack. I was able to get in and I immediately built this for my brand new Let's Play. Now, I did do episode 0, which is, I think that's what I called it. And I essentially introduced you all to the couple that we will be playing with this new Let's Play. And then this is going to be their house. Now, what I did though is I did make a few different changes off camera specifically for them. So it's not going to be identical when you see it in the Let's Play. I did have to make a few alterations just because there are certain stages of life that they are not quite at yet, which will make more sense when we get onto the interior. But this is basically a little tiny bungalow, and I kind of made it an odd shape, to be honest. I did put another little bump out on the other side because I could not squeeze in 2 bedrooms with this floor plan that I currently had. It was so difficult, but I'm so happy. Like, I love the windows and the columns and the door. The front door is probably one of my favorite build items. I was going to say build buy items, but that's not true because build buy would also include like all the furniture and stuff that we got. But I think the door and the windows, they're my favorite build objects that we got. We also got this siding with a ton of different swatches, and I love the little skinny window that I have up there on the garage here that I'm making right now. I love that too. I love the big like 3 window paned window. I'm going to be all over the place with what I'm saying because I don't know how to describe these things, but I really, really like the build and buy objects that we got. I really enjoyed the build objects specifically too. I think they're really, really pretty. They're really suited for like a craftsman style home, which I thought was kind of interesting because in Seasons, we also got a ton of stuff that was great for craftsman style homes, but I think that this stuff seems a little bit more, I don't know, modernized? I guess that's not really fair either, because I think the stuff from Seasons was kind of modernized too. Now, I was also building without the tool mod, which was really challenging for me, specifically with landscaping. That is what I will emphasize, because I use the tool mod all the time to lower things, because if you guys did not realize that when you're landscaping, a lot of items will just, they'll clip to the foundation height. That's what I'm trying to say. Like right there, you kind of see it. It was happening a little bit with some of the shrubs I pulled out. And I'll use the tool mod to just go ahead and lower them because I want them tucked really close to the build itself. But the tool mod, and this happened when the Werewolves game pack came out as well. Now the tool mod and or better build buy, I don't know which one exactly is the culprit. I can't recall. But it did prevent like the map from even loading, like the world from loading. And that happened with the Werewolves game pack too, so it's not like it was completely unexpected or anything like that. But can I just say that despite that and me trying to learn how to landscape again with the tool mod, our modders are incredible. And so are our CC creators, because our modders, they got a lot of our key core mods updated after the infant update in like, I don't know, less than 24 hours. Like, it was a complete insanity. And there's already a ton of infant CC coming out. Like, people have updated default eyes, there's outfits, there's skin details. I saw a little medical bracelet. Like when they're in the hospital, it shattered my heart a little bit. It really did. Like, I don't know how these people are doing what they're doing. You might even be thinking that with the fact that I got to build out so fast, and I'm kind of shocked too, but I really wanted to get this done because I want to start my LP so soon. I have been itching to play with this couple so badly. I will actually put it in the top right-hand side of the screen, the video I mentioned earlier, if you would like to check it out, if you want to get to know them before we start playing with them. But I was just itching to build them a house in this world. I had actually tried a few different times as well in other worlds to kind of start a shell, but I really didn't know what was coming with this pack. Like, I didn't look at the build by overviews or anything like that. I had no idea. I knew that we were getting like windows and stuff, but I didn't know what the buy items were going to look like at all. So I didn't want to furnish a whole house or even come up with a shell and then just swap a bunch of things out. I really wanted to feel as though I was building it for them and not making an adjustment to an existing build. And that just helps me connect with my Sims more. That's just me. It's a me thing. I don't know. If you guys do that too, definitely let me know in the comments. But that's something that I do a lot. And now we are moving on to the interior. And this is when I realized I was really not going to be able to do what I wanted to do with this house without adding more to it. It was so difficult. It's actually very reminiscent of a build that I did, I think around the time that Dream Home Decorator came out. The floor plan is almost identical. I may have swapped a few different rooms, but I was trying so desperately to make it a 2-bedroom and I just could not do it. I played around with this floor plan so much on camera, and that's when I finally realized, I'm like, this just isn't working. Like, I need to figure out something else because it's not gonna work. So I added this little addition over here. I made it a little bit smaller, pushed it towards the back a little bit so it wasn't just kind of like a T shape across the base of the home. And the tree kind of sort of shades it and covers it so it doesn't look as awkward, because I just think from the front it looks really weird. It kind of has like these 2 wings off to the side. But I ended up sticking with it. So this is the floor plan that we have here. I'm just adding all of the windows finally because I had sorted it out in a way that made sense. And the first room that we work on is going to actually be the living room. Now, I didn't use the floor that came with this pack because it was a herringbone floor. It had a lot of very soft colors, but it just wasn't really the look I was going for this particular home. So I didn't use it. I did use one of the new wallpapers, which was a tile in the bathroom and the kitchen, but I did not use, well, I used the siding, I used the tile. I think I used one of the others. We got like 4 or 5, maybe 5 different wallpapers, if you will, which was kind of nice. Actually, it was kind of a surprise. I used a few of them. I didn't use a ton though. This is not pack restricted. I should probably mention that as well. This build is not pack restricted. I think I will do a base game only with Growing Together, just so something's a little bit more accessible. But when I first get in with a new pack, I try not to restrict myself because I want to see how my entire game is going to fit together with the addition of this new pack. I struggle so much with pack restriction on a good day, let alone when we first get a new pack and I'm just building for the very first time. So I did not pack restrict this, but I might do a pack restricted build very soon because I could definitely see how it could work. I think that was the thing, is I really wanted to get a feel for the new objects and see how I could blend things, really focusing on the new objects and then seeing what else I think kind of fit. And to be fair, I mean, aside from things like the wood flooring and the wallpapers that I used, I don't actually think I used that many packs in a way that's super critical. So for example, these end tables that I ended up choosing, they're technically from the high school years pack, but you could grab a base game end table and it would make 0 difference. This painting that I put above the couch is from Cottage Living. There's a base game painting that I had in mind that I would have tossed right above it. So even if you don't have all of these packs, there are very quick and easy swaps, I think, with a lot of base game items that could work out really nicely. And that's kind of what I look for. That's why I try to do a build at first with all of the packs to really see where I gravitate towards. Like, what packs do I gravitate towards to match with the new pack? Am I choosing a lot of base game to kind of piece things together? Do I feel as though things go together organically? All that stuff. So that's a little insight into my mind as I talk through almost the entire living room, which I really loved. I love this rug. I love this coffee table so much. It's like repurposed, little mailbox things or something. I don't really know. And then this is going to be the primary bedroom. And I really like this bed. It's almost bohemian looking to me. I think, kind of, sort of. And I love these lamps that we got with this pack too. I thought that was fantastic. And now let me just say, I'm not going to be a negative Nancy, but the marriage certificate, why didn't that come in my wedding stories? Please, I need an explanation now. It doesn't make sense to me, but I was really excited. I was glad to put that here because the couple in my new LP, they have been together for probably about 3 years, but I think I would still consider them newlyweds. I think they dated for, a couple years and they ended up getting married. And this is where I pulled out the standing piano. You guys, I'm so excited about the standing piano. I am so amped. I ended up taking it out because, again, I was going to build this for my LP, but then I realized, if other people want to download this now, if you guys want to just jump into the new pack and download it and you have a family in mind, not just a couple, I thought that I should use that second bedroom as an actual bedroom. So we do change it into a nursery eventually. Just wanted to let you know. So there is no standing piano in this home. I really, really wanted to be able to squeeze it in, but I wasn't able to find a good spot. So this is the bathroom. We're working on the bathroom right now. We did get a few different decoration items that work for the bathroom really nicely, like that towel to the right-hand side. And we got that sink, which is really pretty. And the shower, the shower is so pretty. I love it. It's a very modern looking shower, but I really, really like that shower. I love the rain, like the rain shower head thing. Oh, I really, really like it. I want one of those in my shower. That's the dream. That is my dream. At some point, I will get one of those. I will install it. It'll be beautiful. And I also got to use the new archway. I was so happy. I was saying this before the pack came out. I was like, watch that archway be for medium wall height only. Just watch. Just watch, because I want it. Because I want to use it on short wall heights. It's going to be for medium, isn't it? And it wasn't. It was for short wall heights. I was so excited. So I was able to use it here. And granted, it is not centered like I wanted it to be with the windows here, but I kind of just got over it because I ended up kind of off-centering the table as well in this galley kitchen. It worked out fine, at least from my perspective. It worked out okay, and I was happy. So I have at least 3 chairs here. You could, of course, move the table as well. You might. I didn't play test it this way because I didn't build it this way, but perhaps you could put that table in the middle of the galley kitchen and add more chairs. It might look too cramped, but you'd be surprised. It may actually work really well. I'm not sure. I just didn't test it out that way. But it's an option if you wanted to add more chairs. And this is where I pulled out the piano and decided to make a very teeny tiny nursery. I am using the base game crib and of course the changing table that came with the new pack. Now I will say, I was expecting a changing table and at least a playmat, like a little baby playmat, to come with the infant update. I don't know about you guys. I'm not trying to complain. I am so thrilled. I love infants. I was playing with them the second I was able to get them in my game. I think they're a beautiful addition to this game. I was so excited that the babies were freed. I was so thrilled, but I was surprised that there wasn't a changing table that came with like the cribs and all that stuff for base game. Maybe that's something that'll come in the future. I don't know, but I was really, really hopeful. So I was kind of surprised about that. But this nursery came together very quickly because it was so small. I really didn't have that much space to work with, but I think it's perfect for that size of the room. And those curtains that came with the new pack are beautiful. This mirror, that little console table, it's all so pretty, and it's such a nice mix of maybe like, I guess I'll say vintage. I don't know if that's the word. We're going to go with like vintage or gently used, if you will, and modern items as well. I think it's really, really, really pretty. And now this is going to be the garage, of course, where I put those garage doors from City Living. If you do only have base game, there's one in the debug menu. Fun fact. But I did put a few decorations in here, again, thinking of my LP family, and one of them is very good with his hands. He does a lot of woodworking, so I felt a woodworking bench was more than necessary. And I also put laundry in the garage. Now, with a house like that, I don't think you'd really put your washer and dryer in the garage. You'd probably have them somewhere else in the house if you could do it, but I liked it better than just a bunch of useless countertops in the garage. I wanted there to be some purpose, so I did put them in here. There's the woodworking bench. There is this cooler from Outdoor Retreat, which again, totally not necessary, but it's there. I also put a workout machine and then the like hefty mountain bike that we got with this pack too. We got like a kid's one, and then we got this like hefty big wheeled mountain bike, which I really kind of like. And I also added a few other decorations that kind of indicate that someone in this house likes to go fishing, hence why I put the boat in the yard as well, which I completely didn't talk about. I don't know how I didn't even talk about that. I also put a fire pit out here with a few chairs. I put a few outdoor trash cans, and then I just wrap up the landscaping around the back here. But that is pretty much it for the build. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I can't wait to share more. I can't wait to build more. I can't wait to start my LP in this house very, very, very soon. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts. So please let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you next time I post a video. Bye.
Seems like just yesterday out in the yard, there on our backs where the sky was so dark. watching the satellites passing like dust in the air. And speaking of planets and distance and time, I reach for your hand and you reach for mine, and I knew that wherever you were, I would want to be there. Your eyes seemed to cast a mysterious spell. I felt the uprising, a furious swell, while the black blink in the sky up above us kept counting the days. And there in the darkness we sat drinking wine. Will I have your heart and will you have mine? While holding back thoughts of a lingering history of pain. What will become of us? Song you say, feelings too strong